super middleweight fight.
All right, fight fans. Here we go. Bout number 12, UCA super middleweight division. Making his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the Lemoore Police Department. Give it up for John Henderson.
John Henderson representing Lemoore. John Henderson walking out to Johnny Cash, trying to, playing to Johnny Cash, trying to strike some fear into his opponent. John Henderson walking in with Coach Armando. Armando has tremendous experience in the amateur background. Yeah, walking out with Armando, he's definitely going to have some skill behind him. Let's go, John. Armando, former coach of Jose Ramirez, and he's actually contributed to building Jose Ramirez from the amateurs all the way to the pros, and he definitely knows how to make some great fighters. We've been watching
his opponent fighting out of the red corner, making his ring debut, representing Madera County Sheriff's Office. Put your hands together for Enrique Espinoza.
Got Enrique coming in with his debut. We're gonna see how this works out. Enrique Espinoza making his way to the ring. Enrique Espinoza out of Madera. He has Coach Brian walking out with him also in the box coach. This will be helping out in the corner. Again, great coaches make great fighters, make for great fights. And we gotta remember, Brian Williams has been in this sport for a very long time. He's been fighting for the UCA for a long time. He's got several championships underneath his belt. And it'll be really great to see how both these fighters turn out tonight. Both fighters walking in about the same height. Aggression back.
Relax, John. Breathe.
A lot of movement happening. Lots and lots of movement out of both these fighters. Lots of footwork. Landing the right. Doing good. A lot of hand movement here coming from Henderson. Espinoza is definitely being the aggressor. A bit of a wrestling match now. Oh, that's a bad sign in the very beginning of a fight. Hopefully they can figure that out. Espinoza is doing a lot of feint punches, trying to get his opponent to drop his hands. But Henderson is not having it. He's going to fire back. He's not going to take any flinching against him. Both these fighters are still in a stalemate, seeing who's going to be the aggressor. Espinoza moving in a lot, but also Henderson is moving. He's using his head movement very well. And stepping out of the way and trying to get Espinoza to run into something big. I do definitely like the way Henderson is using his footwork to evade punches right now. Nice dip underneath the wild right hook. Lead hook landing by Espinoza. Henderson landing 3 punches, 4 punches, 5 punches, 6 punches, 7 punches landed by Henderson. Espinoza seems to walk it off. Doesn't seem to bother too much. The punches landed, so they do make their effect. But Espinoza and Henderson both landing great shots. Henderson's head movement is a lot of head movement, and it's working for him. Espinoza's starting to catch him with some uppercuts, trying to figure out that dip. Oh, Henderson turned him around. Okay. both fighters, both very aggressive, very active. Espinoza getting some advice from his corner to throw straight punches and rely on them.
Introducing another one of our competitors, Brianna Imperial. Brianna is graduating from Fresno State this spring of 2000.
No way he's gonna pick the headgear and tying it on top, but it's too late. Unfortunately, Henderson's headgear is a little too loose, and his corner is trying to fix it before the round begins again. But what needs to be done is the tying on top of the headgear. When it's too loose, the headgear will fall below the eye level and block your boxer's vision. This is something that should have been done before the fight. Henderson is definitely breathing a little heavy. Espinoza's not far behind with his fatigue.
Well, Henderson got up really quick. Again, he looks heavy breathing. A little bit more calm as he's breathing. We'll see what happens in the next round.
Push it down, pump it down.
Some wild punches being thrown. Henderson landing three monstrous punches. Espinoza firing back, trying to answer back.
Both fighters are landing. Henderson seems to be landing a little bit more than Espinoza.
Maybe Espinoza needs to settle down a little bit more on his punches when he's trying to move forward. He's losing balance and leaving himself exposed, and he's getting caught because of it.
Henderson has a great some movement in there, turning Espinoza around and landing these hooks.
Monstrous rear hook from there, barely landed. Espinoza throwing his hooks of his own and making contact.
Henderson definitely looks tired. He's throwing heavy shots.
Oh, heavy shots landing from awkward positions and awkward angles, but still being effective. Espinoza needs to pick those hands up and fire off more punches.
Yes, Henderson seems like he's trying to knock him out.
Yeah, Henderson punched right through that defense to Espinoza's forehead, and Espinoza's definitely feeling it right now.
Typically, we don't like to see such heavy shots thrown every single punch, but Henderson is finding a home for him.
Again, Espinoza needs to pick that defense up and fire off more punches. With his defense high, he's got to keep those hands higher so he's not getting caught so much. Again, Espinoza is dropping the hands low and it's not being effective defense. He's got to bring the hands up.
Henderson again landing the more accurate shots.
Landing more accurate shots. And it seems like the Philly shell is not working for Espinoza right now. He's got to pick up that lead hand and use that hand as a shield because it's just not fast enough to defend himself with the right hand.
You know, he seems cool, calm, and collected, but he's not being as busy as we need him to be if he's going to win this fight. Henderson is throwing not a lot of shots. The shots he's throwing are heavy and they're landing.
Which is impressive considering they're coming from way outside left field and making contact.
He's finding a home for him, and we got to say, if it's working,
don't fix it. That's really it.
Well, we'll see how it keeps going. We'll see what both coaches are saying. They're trying to fix the headgear of Henderson, but he doesn't seem like we're the problem for this last round. All right, last round, giving John Espinoza Enrique Espinoza's last pep talk for this last
Henderson
round.
dropped his mouthpiece. May be accidental or he's tired. Break. We need a timeout to rinse that mouthpiece real quick.
The referee's putting the coach.
Use your jab, John. Use your jab, buddy.
Putting Espinoza in the neutral corner while Henderson is getting himself situated with his mouthpiece.
There's a little bit too much water in the corner of the ring, and they're at it.
Round 3.
Last round, let's see how it goes out, how it turns out. Henderson firing off some heavy punches. Espinoza firing back.
Tremendous left hook to Espinoza's face, and it seems to be a chin shot.
Both fighters are swinging for the fences at the moment. Henderson's landing.
He's good at this turnaround to land these hooks. And he's making success with it.
Espinoza needs to fire back right now if he wants to take this fight back.
He's definitely going to need to show the judges something because right now Henderson is landing a better shot.
And Henderson's head movement is just too much for Espinoza right now.
Yes, Henderson has been from the beginning dipping that head and finding success as far as making those shots miss, and he continues up to the third round. And that jab with Henderson, setting up that cross, setting up that right. He's tired. They're both tired.
Both fighters are definitely tired, but they're not done with the fight yet. Henderson throwing a mean uppercut but missing it. Espinoza answering back with a lead uppercut.
Henderson being right back with his own 1-2.
Nice solid jab.
Getting that jab through the defense of Espinoza.
Hey, relying back on head movement. Hopefully Henderson can pull out something out from here. Espinoza is definitely tired hanging on Henderson.
Ref breaks him up and they're back at it. Both fighters are tired.
Oh!
Still swinging for the fences. Making connection with that left hook.
Henderson needs to keep that up. If he keeps that up, he's definitely got a good win here. Espinoza is firing back.
Drop back by Espinoza. 10 seconds left.
Both fighters fighting out of the clinch right now. Fighting the clinch.
Crowd goes crazy while they're hugging and punching.
Time. Henderson lands one last punch to end the round.
Referee did a great job of letting him fight that through.
Yes, he did. Very good.
Both fighters fought their hearts out. I gotta say, Henderson was just a little bit more accurate with the shots, and I would say much more accurate.
Yeah.
I would say he landed much more punches than Espinoza.
Yeah, I feel like Espinoza was just a little too wild and just wasn't able to catch Henderson with his head movement.
Yes, Henderson had a great head movement. Often you don't see people dipping their head that low, almost like a Mike Tyson dip, and it obviously played off in today's fight.
Yes. Both fighters showing each other love, respect for each other, showing great sportsmanship.
Like we were saying earlier, the sport of boxing just brings everybody to a humble, unison place to where we all got respect and love for each other because we know the blood, sweat, and tears put into the sport just to get to this point.
Absolutely.
So, seeing it amongst the adults and kids is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and this is the type of sport where your team does not step in the ring with you. Everything that you worked on is on your shoulders against one other person. It was a fun fight to watch for sure.
That's for sure. Again, Henderson was swinging for the fences, and he landed quite a bit of a shot. It's a real skill to be able to land those wide punches, and he pulled it off.
Incredible timing is what it takes. You know, you can't just swing for the fences and imagine that it's gonna hit as much as Henderson made it land today.
That was an attribute to Henderson and the skill, attribute to his coaching and preparation for the fight, and again, applause to both the fighters who put on a great show.
Great job, Henderson.